play because I don't know. Yeah, I used to have this mindset where like, oh yeah, you can only stream once a day, and no, you can end streams whenever you want, then come back whenever you want. So I took a 2 hour long break. Yeah, when did I leave? When did I was?
Comes a new challenger.
I kind of wish I could have kept playing. Another Ingrid? Be popular, isn't she?
Round one. Fight.
Ingrid's kicking my ass. Ooh.
Round two. Fight. Ingrid wins. Round one. Fight.
Got him. I think starting tomorrow I'm gonna start working out twice a day again. I've been trying to,
Fight.
but yeah, like traditionally I've only been able to manage once a day. I haven't really worked out twice a day since. We actually did it. Oh wow!
Judy wins.
Did I lose the first round against her? I think I did.
Round one. Fight.
Damn, just. Ciao.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, she's a diamond one player, and I'm a diamond two. So
Judy wins.
jury wins. Maybe I can write a little bit while I'm waiting for
Comes a
matches.
new challenger.
I haven't written in a while. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, 4 hours ago since I read my.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
I did my Star Fox Commands script.
Round two. Fight.
Not particularly good, Marissa. I mean, Marissa's not really a character I struggle with. Like at this point, like I really feel like I only struggle with Ingrid and like Giles. Like everyone else, I can kind of count. I mean, maybe I'm just not playing at a high enough level, but that was the first Marissa I played in forever. So.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, Lukey. I can't believe this guy is supposed to be the protagonist of 6. Like that's actually one of the reasons I like hated this game when they first showed off. Like, who is this
Nowhere to
retard?
run.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Hello. Oh, hang on, the chat's screwed up again. I don't know what it is, but like, stupid thing isn't popping up properly. Yeah, it's not zooming out. Like, what is this? I can't read it.
Fight.
Ah, shit. Little bitch. Okay. I don't understand why OBS isn't letting me bring up the chat. Like, it's just weirdly congested and you can't fucking read it.
Rudy.
Alright.
One.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to make it stick out. Because like I think one of the things a lot of people do is they always do full series retrospectives and they don't really talk about Command in isolation. So I do think it's unavoidable to talk about the franchise as a whole, to talk about why Command really sucks, but like I have noticed that's how most people approach it. So I think looking at it like in isolation might be a little bit more interesting compared to the way most people do. Oh, by the way, speaking of Star Fox, I saw Mike Matei playing Star Fox Zero today, and he does hate it. I might actually do a video on that first. Actually, I was really interested in in how he went about playing it, because I think he did the thing that like every single person does, where they just beat it once and then call it shit and like never really learn how to play it properly. Because like I was watching him and he's not centering the reticle correctly. He's not like lining up his shots. Like he doesn't know how to play. Essentially, it's retarded. And he doesn't realize that he's not good at the game. It's like it's a really common phenomenon. We're like, well, I can beat it, so that means I'm good. No, it doesn't actually. It's such a weird thing, but like I've seen so many people do this. Yeah, Mateo is like a fucking retard. I don't think anybody takes him seriously anymore. Like, because I remember the last time I went after him, it was over the Echoes of Wisdom thing. Because like they had just announced it, and I was going through like all these weird YouTubers who were like shit talking like some of the games shown off. Like most people were focusing on like I think Showtime at the time, but like Mateo Wisdom, and it was like it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. And like there definitely was like it's really easy to forget now, but at the time, a lot of people had this mentality that like the game was going to be casual and easy, and he tried like going in that direction with it, and it's just like it's just retarded. Like and it's just like I don't know. You can't take it seriously anymore. He's such a boomer. But yeah, it's interesting seeing someone like live stream the game for their first playthrough because I think most people don't do that. So it's like what most people do is that they try and tell you that they know how to play it, but they don't actually. Yeah, Matei might. Yeah, he might be one of the last NES boomers. I can't think of anyone else on YouTube who still like subscribes to that mentality. I mean, it was common back in like the early YouTube days because that was when NES nostalgia was at its peak. But it's been like on the decline since then, and I don't know. It's so weird to me how he like he'll play like shit like Inspector Gadget or um like Care Bears license games or like art games targeted towards preschoolers, but then he gets upset over like Nintendo products. It's just like it's really weird. It just comes off as like unbelievably fake. Yeah, like generally speaking, I think we're in like a period of like people actually sticking up for Zero because like one of the things I noticed when I was doing my retrospective or drafting it, uh, it feels like Zero is now way more popular and beloved than like Command is, and I feel like that's really interesting because like the whole idea that like Zero was the worst thing ever was never going to hold up under any kind of scrutiny, and I think we're kind of seeing that now. Now that we're like moving on to the next game in the series, like there's just no denying it anymore. Like that Command was just so much less popular, like objectively speaking. Command does not have people advocating for it the way Zero does, and I think that's the difference. Yeah, I don't know. Does Command even have any fans? Like, I've never seen anybody try to argue it's a good game. Like, I think my review is actually pretty positive, like all things considered. Because like the way I look at it, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't give it away. Like the way I look at it, though, like is that Star Fox Command is like they tried something new and it didn't work. Like I don't think we should really hold it against them for that. Like I don't know, man. I just don't like the idea of like criticizing the game for like being experimental, especially in an era that was like rife for experimentation. Like that period from 2006 to 2000 like 16 was just like an amazing era for like Nintendo innovation. I mean, that was yeah, Iwata's innovation. Yeah, that was during his entire tenure, wasn't it? Yeah, the games he produced immediately after and up till his death. Yeah. Iwata Innovation. That might be a good point to make in my book, actually, if I ever write it. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, Star Fox and Switch 2 is incorporated. Yeah, I noticed that. Like people are coping about it. Oh, it's not exactly like Zero, but like yeah, they're clearly gearing up for like Zero to be a bit more like um to ease people into it more. Because the problem with Command like Zero is that people just refuse to learn the control scheme. They just insist it doesn't work because they don't take the time to learn how to do it. Like Mike Cote finished the game and he tried like telling people that he thought you could use it with the Pro controller, which is like obviously wrong. But yeah, I'm curious if Command's going to be like one of the first wave of DS games. The DS kind of had a slow start, didn't it? Because like I feel like it didn't really take off until 2006 or so. I don't remember anything that came out for it like in 2005. Yeah, I was always confused by that because like Metroid Prime Hunters had like a demo game released in like 2004 and then like the real game in 2006. So I was just like, I remember looking at those release dates in Brawl and being confused by it because I was just like, wait a minute, like, are there two different Hunters games? She did two drive rushes. What? She just blew through her entire meter. What the hell was that? I've seen a couple of people do that, and I don't really understand why. It's always with the stupid fire. I love this game. Okay. All right. Shit. Yeah, we do need like a second screen for Switch 2. I'm sure it's in the cards. And then we'll get like a proper Star Fox Zero port when that happens. But like, I don't know. I mean, I can understand it's not a priority for them. Yeah, the fact that they can't emulate DS games yet is crazy. I don't. My thing with the DS was stupidly popular and successful, but like, it feels like a lot of like the games on it like really weren't because like it was mostly like stuff like Brain Age and like Nintendogs driving sales. Like it's kind of crazy when you look at like the actual first party Nintendo games, how much they sold because most of them did pretty poor numbers on DS. Like there were plenty of exceptions, but like Command sold like what 40,000. I think it might have been 50, but like it's crazy. Like it was very common for like first party games to not hit a million that generation. It's crazy now because I don't think there's a single Switch 2 exclusive that's not under a million, but People were arguing that Metroid Prime 4 hit the hadn't hit that, but yeah. Phantom Hourglass, it sold well initially, and then like it kind of fell off. It was one of those games. Yeah, Zero, I think, is it's just better than any of the gimmick games at its core. Like, it did a way better job of keeping Star Fox like tied to its roots while still like innovating. Like the problem with like Command and Assault is that like they just missed what made people what made people like Star Fox, and like Zero just fixed all those problems. Yeah, I just don't trust people who say they don't like Zero. It's just I don't. It's weird that like Mike Matei keeps acting like he's some huge Star Fox fan, and yet like it's really weird. Like for example, like he calls the character Star Fox, right? As if that's his name, which is not true. It's like the team name. It has nothing to do with Fox McCloud, the character. That's a pretty noticeable like pleb filter. And then he's like he can't tell the difference between like Corneria on Super Nintendo and Corneria N64. It's like, what are you talking about? It's weird. What is with these people freaking out over like Corneria being the first stage in these games? I don't get it. It's not even true for Assault, but like it's just this weird staple thing they always do. But yeah, like I in a lot of ways I think Zero is quite a bit better than 64. So like I get really frustrated with people like that who just like insist that the controls are bad. Because it's just not true at all. Like you just suck. Yeah, the DS was kind of like that was kind of the last era before like parents grew up with video games, right? Like the DS was kind of like the end of that. And then like during the Wii U era, what actually happened was that like people who grew up with NES and stuff were uh not buying their kids consoles yet, and then like by the Switch era it became a thing. So uh it, so yeah, there's a reason why there's this weird like kind of generational shift. It's because like parents just didn't know anything about like the major brands or whatever, and that's no longer true. Yeah, now that it's kind of crazy today because like you know you know I have cousins who are parents now, right? And like they'll actually like know things about the characters and like ask you about certain games. Um, Sometimes, so they know a lot more than like my parents did. Yeah, so like I think like kids were buying games for themselves in the Wii and DS era. They were broke college kids in the Wii U and the 3DS era. And then by the Switch era, they were like, they had careers and had like disposable income. So so yeah, I mean that's something that like I feel like people don't really talk about when it comes to like uh Nintendo fans, because I think traditionally up until like the Wii U era, the mindset was that like Nintendo was something that you would grow out of eventually, that it was like a brand for kids, and that didn't like die until the Wii U era. It was like primarily adults that were playing that thing, and that just led to the perception changing, and it just led to people discovering new games and just like But yeah, so much of like the nonsense regarding like Nintendo products, it really is just due to like general people's ignorance, right? Because like people think that like game journals are being completely honest when they start like criticizing Nintendo products. Like I talked about this today with the Mario movie crossing $1 billion. Like it's the highest grossing movie this year so far, but like the narrative right now is that like it somehow failed because it didn't do as well as the first one. That like the movies are just like, underwhelming people and nobody likes them. And it's just like, it's not true. And like, I'm very curious, like, how long they can keep pretending that it is. Because I kind of spelled it out in that video where like, I feel like what's actually happening is that like Disney adults are upset about like Illumination kind of dealing with the Disney monopoly by making like fun movies that people actually want to watch instead of being about like deep adult themes or whatever. Are we at are we at 130 yet? Yep, we're at 130 hours for Street Fighter 6, and I'm still not master rank with Jury. Unbelievable. The first one, yeah, it's probably a preferential thing. Yeah, they're both very different. It's Ingrid. Yeah, I'll hit a grandma. Who got fuck? Uh, Pow. Take that, you old bag. Pow pow. Act your age. Okay. Well, I mean, like they're doing the same things they've always done. Is the thing about the Switch 2? Like, there's nothing unusual about the Switch 2's like first year when it comes to like how critics are judging it and how like the industry is reacting to it. Like this happens every console cycle. What's different this time is that like there are enough people out there who know how these things go and know not to take them seriously, right? Whenever you have like Nintendine or someone like try and do that thing where they're just like, oh, nobody in my friend groups owns a Switch 2. It's like you just can't take it seriously. Like that guy, like Takashi Mochizuki, got exposed because he was telling people that like Nintendo slowed down Switch 2 production due to low sales, and then had to like you know back off on it like a couple of months later. It's like you're seeing a lot of that now where they can't really keep the illusion going. Like I saw a Dreamcast guy try and say that like third party games aren't doing well on Switch 2, and I'm just like, where's your evidence for that, you motherfucker? Like again, you're gonna have to like cite like some real hard evidence for that, and like he just will not give it. Oh, wow, that bitch fell for it. I can't believe I pulled that out of my ass. Yeah, the Spyro game's already been confirmed for Switch 2. Um, I don't think I'll buy it. I don't give a fuck about Spyro. Yeah, I'm curious when the gay thing is gonna like actively start impacting sales again because I think it will eventually, but like I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird. I mean, like I do think it's necessary to start advocating for like governments to start banning this shit. Like I do think Nintendo sales should be restricted if they have gay content. Yeah, just give them AO ratings. Yeah, just don't let retailers sell them. Just limit release in the West and like get that shit out of our video games. Yeah, people were shilling for Toys for Bob for like a long time, and I'm kind of surprised that they've come back. But I don't know. I'm not around anybody who's shilled them lately, so I don't know. Like she got. Yeah, like one of the things that happened this generation, Dispatch. They tried to censor the game for the West, and they tried to blame Nintendo for it, but people actually exposed them because I don't know what happened exactly, but yeah, people managed to prove that they were like bullshitting. They blamed Nintendo for something they did essentially, which is kind of wild because I've been saying that happens like for a long time, but this is like the first time I think it like something like that became mainstream. Because you're always seeing these Gooner games pretend that like Nintendo censors them, and like it just doesn't seem to happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder if that's why Doug Bowser got the boot, because like obviously Nintendo doesn't want to make an enemy of fucking Trump. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't understand why you can't knock characters down and then start beating them up. Yeah, 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 yeah. 90% of them. Yeah, yeah. I've done videos about this. Yeah. So like yeah, the third parties like they came out strong against the Wii U because like the Wii was a fluke that was not supposed to happen. Um, you were supposed to like choose between a PlayStation or an Xbox. That was it. And Nintendo won that console generation, and like they realized they had to rally if they were gonna get like continue with what they were doing, and so they just like just sabotaged the console. They didn't talk about it in interviews. They didn't hype it up. They didn't help promote it. Um, they wouldn't announce ports for it. They wouldn't develop anything for it. It was just like a nightmare. No, no, the Japanese PM is a bitch. Don't take her seriously. Like Takaichi's a fucking shill for globalists. Like never take Takaichi seriously. Unless she's like getting uh, I, getting rid of all the immigrants like immediately. I don't want to hear anything from her honestly. Like everything she's done is to like try and make it easier to get into Japan, and that just shouldn't happen. I don't know. I don't know. Japanese people just have this mindset of like, oh, it's never gonna happen to me, bro. And I really don't respect that. I really don't. I mean, they're gonna learn, but like, yeah, until these things start like inconveniencing them personally, they're not gonna talk about like they're not gonna do shit. I mean, it took a long time for like white people to like start like hating the government and stuff like that, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like the WF is and the globalists are on borrowed time. Personally, I really don't think they're going to be able to stay in power. Like honestly, I feel like they're the people who work directly for them are probably going to be the ones to turn on them. It's kind of the way I see it. Yeah, Nintendo was keeping Reggie on a tight leash. Yeah, that's like very apparent by like seeing how he acts. Like he does this thing where he's trying to shill himself as like a major reason Nintendo was successful in America, and it just really isn't true. I don't know. That's really interesting to think about it. Like, did Miyamoto not trust Reggie? I don't know. It's just like because like at a certain point, like it's because like up until like the end of the Wii U era, we were like still getting a bunch of like games, Japanese games just not coming out over here. But yeah, towards the end, that stopped being a thing. But I don't know if like localization just got more streamlined or what. Reggie didn't talk up Wii U, no. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Ken Christopher bad. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I really wonder like what was going on during the Wii U like build up period in general cuz it's like the way it looks to me is that they were addressing the primary issue with the Wii was like the Western third party support. So like they very specifically were like working with these companies to try and get their games on like Nintendo consoles. So like I think what happened was that like they just didn't show up for Wii U, and like I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, I wonder about that. Yeah, because yeah, this stupid shit, the stupid skits they would do were just insane. Like the donut one with the yokai watch. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like why did they think it was a good idea to have Bill Trennan market yokai watch? I don't get it. Like it's like I don't understand like how they got Pokemon to be the biggest brand in the world and like couldn't do something similar with Yokai Watch. Like, why are you doing this during a Nintendo Direct? Yokai Watch should be a kids brand, right? So like you should be selling it for kids. To kids is like kind of mentality. Like I don't know. It's Yeah, I think another like 10 years of this, and like no one's gonna really look back on Reggie all that fondly at all because he wasn't there that long, like 10 years. Like he was just the goofy guy you would see at E3 sometimes. Like NOA at its core really is just a marketing firm. So like, yeah, I don't know. Got him. Yeah, so like the way I understand it is that like Nintendo understood the core problem with their brand and their products was that game journals were deliberately giving them the shaft to like cocksuck Sony instead. So they established the Nintendo Direct in 2012, but it didn't become like a huge deal until like years later. NOJ blamed them for Tamagotchi Life. But what? Tamagotchi Life did really well. What are you talking about? Yeah, they really shouldn't run their mouths about shit like that. It looks really unprofessional. Damn, I hate that stupid backend. They like, yeah, very blatantly, yeah. I wouldn't take anything Kit and Krista say seriously. Um, I mean, I've caught them like lying before too. I mean, I don't even watch their content because it's like, bro, you ran a fucking YouTube show. Like, you weren't talking to developers. You weren't involved in the creative process. They just told you what you were gonna be showing people that day. That's it. I miss the days when like we would have those weird like theories about how they like secretly hated each other behind the scenes. Remember that? NOJ. Yeah, do you think they blame Reggie for the Wii U? Cause like, yeah, people forget this, but TV was his idea, and that was like something I don't think anybody fucking used. Because in Japan, it was like the console was quite a bit more successful. You know, it introduced Splatoon, was a cultural phenomenon immediately. Damn it, he got me. With shitty YouTubers, yeah. Yeah, were they the ones responsible for that? Because, like, who remembers any of those videos? Like, they did one with Smosh, I Justine, with the Dirty Nummies girl. Who else did they do? Like, it's like, yeah, who gave a fuck about any of that? I don't know. I'm just. But yeah, they need to start like training people in Japan to just work for NOA at this point. Like that's kind of the way I see it. Yeah, I remember the one he did with Jaywitz, where Jaywitz starts asking him about like the metal leg thing, or like, and like Fox being like the best character in Smash 4, and I'm just like, what are you talking about, you fucking retard? I'm just like, I was just embarrassed. Is Jaywitz even still around? I don't know what he's been doing lately. Yeah, I think at a certain point you can just like retire and just live off your like YouTube residuals without doing anything. Uh, I don't know. 64. I mean, they're just 40-year-old boomers who make Sonic videos at like Sonics. It's like Mega 64 just they're just old, like irrelevant motherfuckers that like nobody gives a shit about. Like their one claim to fame is that they've been around forever. That's it. Um, did they start like before Screw Attack even? I think so. Yeah, well, I love the Robot Chicken thing. Yeah, Robot Chicken and the Muppets were great. I won't tolerate disrespect to like the Robot Chicken or the Muppet thing. Like both those really worked, especially the Muppet one. Man, Zero's marketing was so inspired. It's it's such a shame that like everybody disrespected it. Yeah, E3 2015 is still probably one of the best Nintendo Directs they've ever done. And I got him. Beato, baby. Damn, fuck. Yeah, they haven't done anything like that in a long time. I don't know what the no, I don't know any of any Mega 64 controversies. Their thing is that they're just not like, I don't know, they just don't seem like they're doing anything. Yeah, the only thing I would watch from them was like the uh the award shows every year. I don't know, even that's like just not funny. Crushed them that time. A bunch of influencers sided with Gamergate. Uh, yeah, a bunch of them did. Yeah. Are any of those people still relevant today? I mean, like Angry Joe has had like that slow decline, but I can't think of anyone else who is like trying to shill for Anita or whatever. It just seems like universally that like everybody just hates Anita now. Um, Man, I hope Kino Casino does more Angry Joe segments. I really enjoyed the one they did. Like people don't clown on Joe enough. Like whenever people talk about Channel Awesome, it's always about Spoonie not uploading videos or Linkara and the Green MMN. Nobody talks about fucking Joe. Like a lot of people think Joe is relatively well adjusted and normal, and he's just not. Devolver Digital. Yeah, I'm glad to see Devolver Digital fall off because they were people were memeing them for a while, but that's a really weird technique. The jury shuffle, the jury slide. He pissed away his legacy. Yeah, he has like a lot of low IQ fans. I feel like people who will just keep watching him because they've always watched him. But like, yeah, his glory days are behind him, and he's never really gonna recover. I don't know, man. Like after like losing my job, like it really does feel like after you have a house and you have like a reasonable nest egg, there's not really anything that can happen to you. Like if you're a multimillionaire in your 40s, you're set. Like I don't know, even if he's making like 30,000 a year doing what he's doing. No, I think like yeah, how much was he making when his like income was leaked? It was like something crazy, like 20,000 a month or something. And that was a long time ago. It might be more than that. I'd love Kino Casino to go after like Nintendine or someone like that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like hating Nintending is too specifically like a Nintendo fan thing. I don't know. Unless Nintending just like I don't know does something really egregious. I don't know. Yeah, have they ever gone after Arlo? I've seen Godwinson go after Arlo before, but I don't think Casino ever have. Yeah, that's kind of how I see Joe. Like he was just able to get there earlier, right? Before like most other people were doing what he because his production values were way higher than like most of his competitors. So like he was able to like just do things that like other creators weren't. And like he would actually put out videos consistently, unlike Spoonie, who always took like forever to like do anything because he's just so fucking lazy. Yeah, DSP makes like $200,000 a year. Like he's still objectively successful. Like his problem is that he just spends his money like a retard. And I guess like he got into the tax problem for like not paying his taxes correctly. Yeah, my parents still don't have internet, so like I'm just like I can only imagine what things would have been like if I was able to like start doing YouTube at like 2012 or whatever, have a good PC, have a good editor, have a good microphone, camera, have a good everything, and just kind of like stream. Like again, I would have been like really successful, I think, a lot quicker if I had been able to do that. But no, of course, my parents didn't support me, and I had to waste my time doing things that don't matter. It's shocking. I'm like, even at this early juncture, I'm like making more than I did at my job. Um, for the record, that's actually why I'm like, why this has been such a good week is that like, yes, I am making more than I did at my job now through YouTube. So like, I'm just like, I don't understand why I ever bothered to do it. Like the only reason I did it was because like I was forced to do it because there was no benefit to it. It wasn't going to improve my career. I knew I was going to get fucked over. I knew I was going to be a slave. I knew that like it was going to end badly, and yet like nobody gave a shit. Like, oh, you got to get to work. Like no, I don't actually. You fucking retard. Anyway, I'm glad that's behind me now. I don't think I'll ever have to get another job the way things are looking right now. Assuming you keep like supporting my books and all that. Thank you all for the support. But Joe was the thing he repeatedly criticized. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, why doesn't she just? I don't understand how you're supposed to like close the distance with her. Wait, she's a new challenger, and I'm getting my ass kicked. This is what like high level Street Fighter looks like. It's just you endlessly just like blocking each other's attacks. It's just waiting. You can get a hold of each other. Oh, mom, mom, mom. Yeah, she got me. Yeah, Lord Frogmire has been like desperate to recapture like the early Switch 2 videos. Like he tried so hard to try and gaslight people into thinking ZA was bad or like it was crazy. Yeah, what was that weird video he did early on? Like I think I did a reaction to it. I remember the name. I remember the kind of videos he made, but I don't remember. I just stopped watching them because it was just obviously not going to stick around. But yeah, the fact that these guys are like they're so transparently just the kind of people who will just like make negative videos about Nintendo no matter what. It just kind of destroyed the illusion that these people are like jaded fans and like nobody can take it seriously anymore. Oh yeah, did anyone watch my Nintendo Land video that I put out today? I made it in like 5 seconds. I'm just like I didn't. I was just like thinking about wanting to make it, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna film this, so I just used my iPhone. I made it to a short actually. Shit. That is a really interesting way to segue into it. I don't see a lot of other people doing that. And she was so much better than me. We made fun of GTA 5. Yeah, anybody who makes fun of GTA is based, honestly. Like, I keep arguing with these people who think GTA is going to be like bigger than Pokemon, and it's just so unbelievably retarded. Steven Spielberg says extraterrestrial life has visited Earth, still lives among us, and that humanity should be ready. What the fuck's this? Does he think ET is real now? What the hell is this? What the hell is this bullshit? Like Spielberg's desperate for people to start believing in aliens again. Like he's so Liberty Prime. You got to be kidding, really? I don't know. Is Ingrid too strong? Because like, it feels like she has like no matter what angle I come at her, she just keeps me at a distance. I don't get it. Running animation isn't very fast. Some characters I think have a faster dry brush than others. She always goes for the grab or something. Well, fuck. The World Cup is bigger than GTA. It probably is. I can't imagine it's not. It's the most popular sport in the world. Surely, like I think it's different for sports because like they're different teams that are owned by different people. So like I think they generate more money overall, but like the franchises because like I think the NFL technically makes more money than Pokemon, but it's not one company. It's like a bunch of like different companies that are in the same industry together. It's not the same thing. Um, like I think that's how it works, but like yeah, what I will not be happy until Nintendo's bigger than the NFL. Here we go. Yeah, I think we can go back to DK64 real quick. We barely did anything in Funky Forest. We just got started on it, but an hour of just this. I put so much time into this fucking game. Oh yeah, should we play some DK64? I mean, we got some security. We're on Diamond 2. We're not going to lose our rank again. I'm pretty happy with our progress tonight. Man, it's gonna be crazy when I finally hit master rank because it took me like what over a year of grinding. That's right. Switch only came out like a year ago, so it took me a year to become a master at jury. Okay, well, now we're gonna have to start charging our controllers. DK. Yeah, I will say I looked at the Xbox showcase. I would much rather have that than a PlayStation. So I think if I do get another console, it will be a Helix. So we'll see, but yeah, I think this game is showing its age. I still think it's great. I love the game, but like it's definitely one of those things that just yeah, we have 8 fucking hours of this game already. Holy shit. Yeah, I have not seen it. I saw that it got announced, but I didn't see it. I don't know if we've seen the footage yet. Why do they keep showcasing them at the Xbox showcase? That really confuses me. Why we have no bananas as chunky and Angry Aztec, really? Uh Honestly, I want to go to Angry Aztec. Fuck. Do we have everything in Jungle Japes? Yeah, we have everything in Jungle. Yeah, let's do Aztec next. Yeah, I really don't want to do Funky Forest right now, so we're gonna. we have any updates as to like? Yeah, so I think the only game that they actively put on like the coming soon page in the past couple of days is I believe fucking Spyro. Yeah, Elliot, we're skipping. Fuck that shit. I am so mad at Octopath Traveler 2. I don't know if I'll ever buy another HD 2D game. Okay. Hated that fucking bullshit.
Now connected to Cody.
Metal Gear Solid 4. What's in this collection? Yeah, it's Ghost Babel. Okay, MGS4. Okay, we have that pre-ordered. Yeah, Guns of the Patriots and Peace Walker. So we don't even get we're not even getting ground like 5? Huh? I'm just confused by this. Like, what is the Yeah, I'm not happy with this collection at all. The first one was pretty good, but like, I don't know. I've never beaten Trine 6. How many of these are they putting out? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons, no one cares. Yeah, Anomalith. Yeah, this is actually the only game they've announced out of nowhere that like looked kind of interesting to me. It's some kind of like anime horror game. And the female lead wears shorts. So yeah, we're gonna I don't know, probably gonna check that out. Yeah, it was just Spyro. Spyro's the only thing that they I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get what I would have done. Like, I don't understand. Put Metal Gear Rising on a collection with MGS4. I don't understand it. Like, that's just such an obvious thing to me. I don't understand, like, why they thought it was a good. Yeah, like, 4 and Rising should go together, and then, like, Peace Walker should go with 5. Like, both Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. Like, I don't understand why they're, like, divvying them up like this. It doesn't work. Minecraft Dungeons is a shitty Diablo clone. Isn't Diablo in and of itself shitty? Yeah, I own Diablo 3 and I've barely played it. I do not understand why people like hype up Diablo so much. Okay. Stellar Blade. Yeah, they said Stellar Blade was supposed to come out in Switch 2, but like it still hasn't happened. Like, I don't know. I'll probably check it out when it comes out. I'll buy it. It's a new IP from a new studio. I really want to give my impressions on it. I never actually. Yeah, I thought about getting it on PC a while back, but I just never bothered. I know they were bragging about not like being published by Sony this time, so yeah, Sony's probably kicking themselves for that. Like that would have been a big thing for them if they had like had this IP, but no, they had to they just completely failed. Yeah, I haven't actually seen the girl. I know she has short hair. I think she's like a tomboy or something, or like the anime equivalent of a tomboy. Like, is it just me, or like anime tomboys nothing like actual tomboys? Like, I don't know. I didn't know a ton of tomboys going up, so I don't really have that weird like fetish of them that people do. I don't know, and I don't get it. Silent Hill on the Switch, one of my favorites. Yeah, we need ports of the classic games for sure. I don't give a shit about the new ones, but the classic ones, sure. The Kame is? That's right. Yeah, he was partnered with Shift Up. Didn't he just confirm that? Yeah. That's interesting. That's actually something that like actually interests me. I don't know. I mean, Tango Gameworks didn't work out well, and Platinum, I guess, went to shit after he left. Why did he even leave Platinum? Like, I don't understand the logic behind it. Because, like, I think having him involved, like, it was better for the teams to have like different creative leads or whatever. Because, like, I don't know, I think he's better at dealing with like the business side of things than Kamiya is. Because Kamiya like is constantly burning bridges and causing problems for people. And just yeah, I don't like how Kamiya ended up back at Capcom like a little bitch. Experiment with what? All he did was put out like a Resident Evil clone. That's it. Like he just did something he already helped establish. Like Tango Gameworks did nothing of value. Like nothing. Tango Gameworks fucking sucks. Yeah, they got shut down too. Not a great loss, but like it was like it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, why did it ever like get as bad as it did? Is just kind of my mentality. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, okay. So they just spawn out of nowhere. I don't understand the point of this like room. It's just a general balance battle room. And they hype this area up so much, and it's just like a generic like. The Dreamcast guy video. I think he's a fucking retard. I mean, I kind of already thought that, but they kind of submitted it to me. I don't know. He doesn't talk anything about the Switch. Like he just does this weird thing where he lies about it not being portable, and it's like when you say things like that, you just can't take anything he says seriously. You know what I mean? Like if you can't even get something that simple right, like what? Why would I listen to him? Rhythm Game, Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know how involved he was with Hi-Fi Rush. Like, cause he actually left Tango GameWorks like after it came out. I got the impression like he knew that like the shit was sinking, and he was like he just bounced before they shut it down formally. Because like Microsoft was doing this thing at the time where they were like hyping them up and saying they were the next big thing, and that they were like one of their most important studios now, and like yeah, within a year they were shut down. It's like it's crazy how they can do stuff like that, and yet like people try and tell you that like Nintendo is evil. It's just doesn't make any sense. He doesn't hide it well. Yeah, he's too retarded. Like he's just some meth head. Does he actually do meth? Someone told me that, and I'm looking at him and I'm just like, yeah, this looks like a guy who does math. Well, I didn't set it down. What the hell was that? Yeah, I know it's really interesting. Well, like I mean that the Japanese do that too, right? Like Square Enix did that with like Tomb Raider and Hitman when they owned them. They completely fucked them over. They didn't understand the appeal at all. I don't know. Like, I do think we need to talk about more about how like Tomb Raider isn't really a viable IP and like it's only known for like tits and ass. Like, I think from a Japanese perspective, like Tomb Raider is worthless because like they just have infinitely like better looking female characters, like objectively. Like the only reason Lara sticks out in the West is because like nobody else is like her. Japanese people would like Lara would be a way hotter character if she was like made by Japanese people. But I know, right? So like, yeah, like Tomb Raider was not pulling numbers with them. They sold them off, and now Lara's not doing numbers with other companies. Yeah, I mean, like, I think in this day and age where there are just like better Japanese waifus out, like in America, I feel like Lara is just kind of running on borrowed time. Truth be told, I just don't see her like remaining any in any way relevant. Yeah, I think like with this new one, I think that's gonna kind of cement that Lara is just like kind of a declining video game icon. Like people did not talk enough about how like Rise and Shadow of the Tomb Raider kind of fucking failed, and even the first one didn't like perform to expectations. So like hopefully this is the end of the era of like. I mean, this is what Jeff Keighley tried to do. Is that he tried to sell you on this idea she was like the most popular video game character, female video game character ever, and like she's just not like at all. Oops, wait, what? Oh, okay, DK. Shit. Oh yeah, Deus Ex. Yeah. Yeah, like it's just like Western IPs, like they're too hyper focused on like narrative and like a very specific tone, and like you can't really like franchise them really. Like it just feels like they fall off very very quickly. Meanwhile, like Nintendo brings Star Fox back after like almost a 30-year hiatus, and they're fine. It's just with a completely different team with a new perspective. Like you can't really do that with DSX because it's so rooted in like the the culture at the time that it can't possibly really stay competitive with it can't possibly evolve with the times like because people only liked it for very specific reasons. But yeah, like the thing about Tomb Raider is that like at its core, it's kind of been replaced culturally by Uncharted, right? Because like Uncharted is the one that the industry tries to sell you on as like the big deal. It's like Uncharted that's supposed to be like the cultural phenomenon. It's like, and like even if like Tomb Raider was better, it doesn't really change the fact that like the narrative has been established that Uncharted's way better. I actually do like Tomb Raider way more than Uncharted. I have more respect for it, but like again, if normies are more into Uncharted, then it. What the fuck was that? That was a pretty clean Sonic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sonic was I consider that kind of a prototype of what Western video games would become, where it's all like kind of hype and no substance. Because like people don't remember like Tomb Raider as an actual game; they remember it because of the ads and because of like girls cosplaying and her as because of like the angle that it was like a sexy game. And it's just it doesn't really hold up on its own merits. Especially when you have people trying to tell you that like it was more influential than Ocarina of Time, which is obviously retarded. But I haven't seen anyone try and tell me that in a long time. It used to be pretty common, but it. Oh, I love you. She was right there. What are you talking about? Why do I have to center it? It's so hyper specific. She's in the frame. This is like the second fairy I fucked up today. Okay, got her. Gotta catch 'em all, banana fairy. Okay. Yeah, I better get something good out of this. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, this is one of the weird. Okay, this is one of the weird rooms where, like, in order to get this specific blueprint, you have to get Lanky to warp in, and I'm just like, how the fuck would you ever figure that out? There's no other way to get him in there. Yeah, all the Kongs have their own like individual like ammos and instruments. It's like it's just crazy. Like getting tired again. I don't understand why I keep getting tired. I mean, I guess. Well, we could just fire up a stream whenever and just play a couple more hours. How long has it been? 2 hours. The session's probably fun. Yeah, I might just end the stream here and just. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Oh. It's actually the lamest out of the 4 powers. I'm sorry, the 5 powers. It's like all you do is just walk over hazardous terrain. I don't understand why they thought. Oh, it's this one. These are completely original enemies, aren't they? Uh, yeah, it's crazy. So we're like, yeah, we've gotten Fungi Forest, right? But like, we're like only halfway through all the bananas. So we're like about halfway through all the content in the game, which is kind of crazy. I don't really understand it. The game is structured really similarly to the Banjo, actually. Okay. Oh, what's my view count? 20. All right. That's not bad. So what's our next game going to be? Let's see. Yeah, let's just focus on this for now. Oh man, yeah, we completely dropped Fire Rumble. unfortunately. And we're gonna have to get back to that one. Yeah, what's my next game gonna be? Fire Emblem or like? Uh... Yeah, I think we'll try to beat Fire Emblem after we get through those. I do think it's a 10. Ugh. Yeah, probably a lot of them. Yeah, we probably have significantly more bananas. I probably just haven't dropped by Snides yet. Yeah, I've always loved Snide. It's just such a shame he doesn't do more in the game. Okay, well. Dog. Yeah, how do I get the bridge open? I don't remember how you get the damn bridge open. Oh, what time is it? 2? Yeah, 19 minutes. Yeah, I think it might be Diddy. Okay, I think when I was up here last time, I didn't have the trumpet yet. Okay. Hated him. Yeah, I don't feel anything. Oh, this one. Oh man, I love this one. Oh man. The snakes, melons. I never understood this from like a conceptual level. It's just such a goofy idea. Got him. Donkey Kong. All right, I think that's everything in the llama layer. See ya, Cusco. Woo! The Pokemon chocolate bar. I'm not buying anything right now. Right now, I'm focusing on making more money on YouTube. So I'm just staying at home, like not doing anything but like making content. I'm gonna keep doing that until I'm like completely 100% financially stable, and then I'll start buying things again. But until then, that's probably gonna take like a couple months, honestly. Because I have a lot of things to get caught up on. I gotta get a new dishwasher. I'd like to start tricking out my house. Like just like I need to get a PC. Like there's just all this stuff going on. Um, yeah, I really didn't want a second PC because I didn't see the point. But then I had that issue earlier this month or last month or whatever it was when like I had to send in my PC for repairs, and it was just like I can't produce content. It was just such a travesty, man. So like yeah, we're gonna get the backup PC. We're gonna have two at all times to prevent these kind of situations. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I mean, I've worked very hard to get here, but I'm very happy to be where I am and making what I'm making. We gotta get the Starbucks command video done so we can get the retrospective for this done next. Because honestly, I think this is actually more important to talk about. Is this game and its like legacy? Yeah, this always confused me as a kid. Yeah, so I was wondering why I never went in here as a kid. I guess because it's just so convoluted. Are these the last bananas? They are. Well, okay, for DK. All right. Should we play something else? It's been a while. He smiled at me. So not all of them have the Get Out guy in it. What the fuck? Yeah, it's just such a weird gimmick. I don't. Judo. Uh, okay. Do you have anything else you want to play? Or? Never did beat Banjo Kazooie. Golden Eye. Any of this shit. Okay. And maybe I should give myself a break. Yeah, Yoshi, we haven't played it today. I don't know. Maybe we'll play a couple minutes of Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi's really good to just pop in for a couple of minutes and just. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break and like. Mm, oh, Nintendo points. Wait, what the hell was that? It's always cool when you get Nintendo points for things. Yoshi. Uh, You can pick them up, really? Oh, I'm too tired. Uh, I love the game, but like, yeah, I'm gassed out. I think I'm gonna lie down for a bit. Thank you all for tuning